Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. I think I'm going to make a few videos this evening before I completely lose my voice, and so it gives me a chance to heal up. I feel my throat closing up, so let me adjust this. Comfy cozy in my bed under blankets with a heat pad to stay warm, and the glands in my throat are getting thicker and way more swollen, so that's always fun. I'm glad you're here though. Okay, let's get going here. So first thing I want to do is I want to do a simple slip stitch and split my yarn. Why not? Do a slip stitch. Go. I'm going to take it off of here. I'm going to pick my starting point is going to be right here. I'm avoiding this end slip stitch. I'm not putting anything through there. That was just to secure my yarn. Flip this up and over so I can work it in. And we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. 3 loops. So what I want is a grand total of 3 double crochets, and in this situation your chain 3 counts as 1. Now this cluster is going to count as your first one. Your next cluster is going to be number 13. So we are going to do half double crochets, and that's 1. This is 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Number 13 is where we're going to put 3 more double crochets to make our next corner. 2 and 3. Here we are. And that is 1. Oops. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Oops. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is not entirely in a pattern I've made up my own. I've mixed about 3 different inspirations and pieces from different things that I've pieced together to make this work for me. I'm not saying to do it, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just doing this in front of camera more to work it out in my own brain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we slip stitch through this one, to get up to our next level. And basically we do the exact same thing on the second level. And stretch often. I'm just loosening up. That stitch has already made this bigger than how these ones went, so these may have to go into my tried and true. I made these pile. Now if I remember correctly what I did, yeah. So first thing I want to do is in this stitch here, we're going to do a double crochet, or sorry, a half double crochet. And then in this middle one, sorry, the middle one's here because we have 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3. This one you don't really have to do any counting. So that's your secondary corner. You put it in the middle of your 3 cluster, and the rest are half double crochets all the way around. Now please do not think that this is a tutorial. I do not know how to do tutorials. I am actually just working this out to make a couple different patterns come together and work for what I want it to do. And just giving you an idea of the process that it takes to do that kind of thing. I am in no way anywhere near making my own patterns. And I am not doing tutorials on other people's work because that's just wrong. I'm really skirting it, I feel. I almost feel like maybe I shouldn't make this video, but at the same time, I'm showing basically what I'm working on. From this close angle. Okay, and then we're in the middle again, and I need to do that, and I'm just kind of muttering out loud to myself, so we're just going to say that's what I'm doing. Because that is actually what I'm doing. Just keeping track of what I'm doing. Yeah, it's less wavy, not tightening it. I'm still considering. It'll probably be alright once I start attaching them to each other. It'll probably straighten itself out. It is a bag, so it's not the end of the world. Here we go, going back into a double crochet because I just totally lost my train of thought. That's a double crochet there too, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Yes, definitely check back with other people who are doing these things in their beautiful granny squares. They actually know what they're doing. They know the math. I'm just flubbing along and just hoping for the best. I'm not going to sell this. I'm not going to make any profit off it. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to make a couple grab bags for my kids to go trick-or-treating. That is all. We are, and go with that. And in the middle, again, we go. Alright. Sorry, I was just trying to keep my voice intact. It's really getting harder to talk. And this yarn is pretty darn difficult here and there. I think it's going to look really cool when it's done. You're going to want to put some candy in this bag for little kids. They'll love it. Got that spooky vibe going. Which is the best vibe, yo. Just kidding. Anyway. I believe we're in the middle again. Like just trying to accommodate the patterns. Like mixing a couple together, which is all I've ever really done, and used inspirations from other ones. It can get really, really tricky and confusing. But I found this pattern just was not working for me. Here we go. Friday the 13th. Sorry. Just tickles me pink that it's going to be in the month of Halloween. Friday the 13th. I'm sure my husband's going to want to be cheesy and watch some Jason movies. I find Jason to be my least favorite. The story makes no sense at all. I had never seen them. My friend had them all on VHS years ago, and I had a VCR, so I was like, cool, let's have a Jason weekend. Ugh, I regretted it. The story makes absolutely no sense. Like the first one and the third and was fine, right? But the second one was so out of context, it just didn't fit. And then like the third one should have been the second one. It was just a big mess. But as for like the campy horror aspect of it, that was not the worst. I think Freddy's the funniest. And Michael Myers scares me because he just jumps out of nowhere. And I hate jump scares. Alright. That is her. Now because I did these so much looser, I like the size of this better. I'm going to grab the pillow that I was using for comparison. And yeah, I'm going to be able to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's going to be quite a bit bigger than this pillow. And I thought this pillow was good size, so I might not need as many. Well, we'll see how it works out. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.